If you saw or listened to my episode last week all about how to build a product suite, you heard me talking about mini offers. And anytime I talk about mini offers, I always get a lot of interest and people want to know more because it seems like less of a risk to create a mini offer versus creating like a big course. It's usually faster and a little bit easier because it's just not as much information. It's not like a huge transformation that you're giving with a mini offer. And it's just not as scary, I guess, to start with a mini offer. So this episode is going to be all about mini offers, what they are, when you should create them, how to price them, specific examples, lots of examples. I love giving examples of mini offers to really get your brain going. And maybe you will decide that you want to create a mini offer before you create a course or a membership, which is totally fine and a great idea. So let's start with the basics. What is a mini offer? Well, they have a lot of different names: mini offer, low ticket offer, self-liquidating offer. We can talk about that kind of towards the end. That's more of an advanced, kind of topic. But a mini offer basically is a lower priced offer that solves a smaller problem typically than a course would. When I say lower priced, I usually mean between $7 and $97. Usually prices end in 7. If you're like, why the 7s? It's a psychological thing with the 7s. That might be another episode, but that's typically what I see, less than $100 basically. I'm seeing more and more mini offers now that are $50 or less. So 7, 17, 27, because first of all, the economy right now is a little crazy. So people just are scared to spend a big amount of money, which I get. And also, many offers that are priced that low, $7, $17, can sometimes be more of a no-brainer. So even if someone is brand new to you, they're not very scared to give you $7, because even if it sucks, well, it was just $7. It's not $997. So I'm seeing a lot of those in the marketplace. So some examples of mini offers: it can be a mini course, it can be a live workshop like via Zoom, or a recorded workshop. It could be a templates bundle or a digital downloads bundle. So digital downloads would be like party decor or teacher resources. Think Etsy, they have a lot of digital downloads. Planners, like planner downloads. It could be a conference, like a virtual conference. That's a little bit different, but usually that's a lower ticketed item where you're getting more people to submit recordings, and it's just another way to kind of get people to get into your ecosystem. So lots of different types of mini offers. Ebooks is another one. So when should you create a mini offer? It really depends. I see people create them before their course, and that's really fine. It gives them a way to start making money now a little bit faster than waiting until their course is done. I also see people waiting until after their course. Maybe they already have a really good, solid idea for their course and they're ready to just get that out there. And then after the course is created, then they start adding mini offers into the mix. I've done it both ways. With my teacher business, I created my signature course first. I didn't really even know what a mini offer was. And then a few years later, I realized that there was a need in the market for digital templates. So I created a bundle of those and sold those separately. So that was a mini offer. For my current business, where I help you create and launch online courses, I created the course first. I created a mini course first called the Course Catalyst, which helped you basically choose your niche. And then after I created that mini course, that mini offer, then I created my signature course. And I talked about this in the last episode, but I did a really bad job when I first created it because I wanted to put too much in there. And this is just an example of I am learning as I go, just like you. So if I can do it, you can too. And I am learning from my mistakes so that I can help you not make those mistakes. No one is born an expert in anything. We all learn. So what I did was I put way too much in my course and it was way too overwhelming. And I ended up having to kind of revamp it and take parts out. But the parts I took out weren't wasted. I made mini offers out of those, which was great. So as you are thinking about when you want to create a mini offer, whether you do it before your signature course or membership or after, just think about, don't put everything in the course. Leave some things for mini offers. Okay, so now that I've kind of told you what they are and why you should make them, when to make them, let's talk about pricing, because I know that's a big issue with mini offers, and there's no right or wrong answer here. There's no formula, so anyone that says there's a specific formula, it's really just testing. It's testing to see what works, what sells, and what doesn't. So I usually recommend starting lower priced, and then as you get testimonials, as you get people the transformation that your mini offer can provide, then you can start testing raising the price. But remember, the purpose of a mini offer isn't necessarily to make thousands and thousands of dollars. The purpose of a mini offer is to allow customers to buy from you at a lower price point and get into your customer journey, and then hopefully they'll buy bigger ticket items from you in the future. So you want to price it accordingly. Even if you think your mini offer is just amazing and it's worth $300, and maybe it is, that's not the point. The point is price it low so that even if someone doesn't know you, and if they don't know you, they're definitely not going to know that this mini offer is worth however much you think it's worth. They'll still buy it from you because it's low risk. It's a low ticket offer. So I know that didn't specifically answer your question, but like I've said, I've seen a lot of $7, $17, $27, $37, up to $47 offers, especially like with Facebook ads. They'll run ads directly to that. And those seem to be working well. So now that I'm talking about Facebook ads, let's quickly talk about a self-liquidating offer, because that's usually what people are doing. So what does that mean? People will create a lower ticket, $7, $17, $27 mini offer. They'll run a Facebook ad to it. And when people purchase that lower ticket item, it pays for the Facebook ad. So they're not really making money, but they're breaking even. So it's almost a way to get free leads, people on your email list. So let me just give you an example. Let's say that I am running a Facebook ad for a $7 ebook. And for every person that purchases, I'm paying about $7 per lead. So that if someone buys a $7 ebook, I paid Facebook $7 for them to see that and buy it. So I'm really not paying anything because I paid $7, but then they paid me $7. So it's self-liquidating. I didn't have to pay anything. I broke even. I'm not making money, but I'm also not having to spend money on those Facebook ads. So again, that's a little bit more of an advanced topic, and you have to really understand Facebook ads because it's not as simple as I just described it. You really have to, first of all, have an offer that already converts. Don't just start running Facebook ads to a mini offer immediately. It needs to be something that you have tested organically and you know people want it and it will sell at that $7 price point. Then if you're good at Facebook ads, you can set that up. And I see a lot of people doing that. So more of an advanced topic. I wouldn't worry about that right now. But let's talk about some specific examples. So, man, there are so many different things that you can do with a mini offer. So let's talk about ebooks or PDF guides. You can do a lazy keto recipe ebook, and you can sell that separately from your course or your membership or whatever. 7 days of preschool activities. The complete list of clean eating foods. So those can all be like ebooks or guides that you sell separately from your course as a mini offer. For ebooks, I would say probably $7 or $17 is typically what I see. It depends on how much is in the ebook, and it also depends on your niche. But yeah, again, I would start low and then go higher as you get good testimonials, as you build out your sales page for this mini offer, because you need to have it just like your course would be. You need to have a sales page. You have to, even if it's just $7, you still have to convince people that it's worth that $7. Okay, templates are great. So I told you guys about the templates that I created for teacher resources. Those were Google templates where teachers just had to type in their question and then the answer, and then it creates an activity for students. So it's kind of a done for you. Anything done for you is amazing. Maybe you are a web designer and you create templates for websites. I see those a lot. There are people that have Kajabi specific templates for sales pages, and I have purchased those. Maybe your niche is budgeting, so you create some budgeting templates, like spreadsheet templates. So templates are great. I think I talked about in the last episode, you can make Canva templates for Instagram posts. I see those a lot. Swipe files is another one. So if you are in the email marketing niche, so you teach people how to market via email, maybe you could have like your entire lead magnet sequence as a swipe file. Swipe file means that you're giving them your own lead magnet sequence, and then you kind of make it so that it's fill in the blank for them, so they can just swipe it and then use it for themselves. Or maybe for public speaking, you have a speech swipe file, so like the outline for a speech, and they can just fill in based on what they're talking about. Or for Instagram, it can be Instagram captions where they just fill in the blank for whatever they need for their specific niche. You can have workshops or webinars, so paid workshops. So classroom management, if that's your niche, like in the teacher niche, you can have a successful classroom setup workshop where you're not selling anything in this workshop, like you are giving value, and it could be live or it could be pre-recorded, and you are going over specifically how to set up their classroom for success when it comes to classroom management. So it's almost like, 3 or 4 videos from your course combined into one workshop. For Etsy store owners, maybe you're teaching them how to open their Etsy store in 5 days. So this is like the beginning problem that they have. You're teaching them how to do that in this workshop. Dating after divorce, maybe that's your niche, and your mini offer could be your first step to dating, and you talk about like exactly what they need to do first when they are getting into the dating world. Okay, and then finally, if you want to do a mini course and a workshop are very similar. The difference is with a mini course, it's not like a 2-hour workshop. It's broken down into maybe 5 to 7 videos. So start your podcast in 5 days. You could do a workshop where you do all of that in one video, or you could do a mini course where like each day is its own video. And it really depends on what you're teaching and your audience as to which one you want to do. Workshops are cool, especially with the live aspect, because people get that feedback from you. If you're not going to do it live, mini courses are probably better for things like that because it's broken up into smaller steps. People just don't have time to watch 2-hour videos for the most part. So that's something to think about as well. So there are a lot of examples for you for different mini offers, and there's lots of other ones out there. But kind of once you figure out, that you want to do a mini offer, and you figure out when you want to create it, like now or after your course, then you need to start getting into some details, like what am I going to name it? You can use ChatGPT for that. I would highly recommend that. And then where am I going to host it, or do I need to host it somewhere? So for example, for a mini course, you may want to host it on like a course website like Teachable or Standstore or Kajabi. For a templates bundle, as long as you have your email set up and you have some way to accept payments, then you could just send them those templates via email. So like maybe in a Google Drive or a zip file. And some email service providers will allow you to accept payments. For example, I think Flowdesk, there is like an add-on per month where you can have a checkout or a cart. So that's all you need. You don't need like a course platform yet. So that's why a lot of people want to do the mini offer first, because you don't need as much tech to set it up. But it's going to depend on which type of mini offer you do as to how you deliver that content. So that's what you want to figure out next is, how am I going to host this? How am I going to get this to my people? How am I going to accept payment for this mini offer? And then once you get that set up, then you want to figure out how to market it and launch it. Because just because you build it does not mean they will come. So when you make this mini offer, you need to treat it like a real course and have an actual launch for it. Otherwise, you're not going to get any eyeballs on it. So make a sales page, make some graphics in Canva, send your list an email, and use some urgency. So don't just open it and say, here's my mini offer, you can buy it whenever you want. When you first launch your mini offer, have it set up like an actual open closed cart. Now, it doesn't have to be closed cart. You can use other urgency methods as well. So here are some examples. For open closed cart, you would say, all right, I have this brand new mini course called blah, blah, blah. Here is why you should buy it. It's only available until this date. And then you close the doors. The good thing about that is you can close the doors and get some testimonials and then reopen the doors and add those testimonials to your marketing materials. But you may not want to do that. So some other things that you could do is you could say, hey, I have this brand new mini course or this brand new ebook. Let's use a different example. And because it's brand new and because you're already on my email list, it's going to be 50% off for the next 5 days only. And you have it marked off. So it could be $3.50 if it's going to be $7. That's fine. Because then you're going to get buyers, you're going to get feedback, you're going to get testimonials. So, and then after those 5 days, you raise the price. You could include a bonus for 5 days. It doesn't have to be 5. It could be 3, 5. I wouldn't go past 7 days, especially for a mini offer, because it doesn't take long for them to make a decision about a $7 or $27 offer. Longer probably for a course, right? Because it's higher priced. You could say, all right, for the next 3 days, I have this mini course and I'm also offering this template set with it, or a one-on-one call with me or something like that. Don't do that if your email list is huge. But if you're starting out small, it's a great way to talk to your customers. So there's a lot of different things you can do, but treat it like an actual launch. Then once you launch it, get some testimonials, then you can kind of put your mini offer on autopilot. So put it on your website if you have a website, put it on your social media, make some pins that go to it. And as you start creating content, so you're getting on podcasts, you are maybe making your own podcast or your YouTube channel or your Instagram posts. Every week or so, advertise that mini offer. And so you're constantly getting those sales, constantly improving it, and getting some money while you work on creating your course. Or if you already have your course created, then it's just kind of icing on the cake, right? Adding to your income stream. And then you can use your mini offer for so many things, like upsells to your course, or order bumps, or bonuses during a live launch. I do that a lot. So when I have a live launch of my program, I'll usually throw in one of my mini offers for free during that week only to incentivize people to buy. Okay, so I know that was a lot of information, but I hope it was super helpful for thinking about what kind of mini offer you want to create, if you want to create one, when, how to price it, and how to launch it. If you want all the information, a step-by-step guide for creating and launching a mini offer, I do have a mini course on this. It's called Mini Offer in a Month. It allows you to do all of these steps and launch your mini offer in just 30 days. I will put the link for Mini Offer in a Month down in the show notes below. And yeah, whether you are going to wait and make it after your course or you're ready to dive into a mini offer now, I wish you the best of luck. Get that baby out into the world and launch it, and let me know how it goes.